Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Jamison. Thank you for sending me your email, and I recognize your concern about Jimmy Johnson and his learning and jumping from app to app. That's what I heard. And also not spending a lot of time on one, and you're worried about the virtual nature of this. So as long as I heard you right, I'm just going to give you some information that I think is going to really help you out. Now, I go into schools every once in a while now still, and I substitute teach. And trust me, the biggest thing that we need to make sure that they're doing is engaging. And if there's anything that we can do to make sure that they're engaged, that's the best. Okay. Now, remember that learning is a process of trial and error, repetition and practice, and it's incremental progress towards a common goal. Okay. And in experiential learning, we want to be able to have them develop observational skills and critical analysis and reflection. And so we create this in different forms. Now, one of the big things I want to let you know is while lesson plans typically are 50 minutes in school, and I'm sure when you're doing homeschooling, trying to get 30 minutes out was even hard, right? The ideal length is actually 6 to 9 minutes. Now, 6 to 9 minutes, so think about it like exercise. When we're exercising, we're not doing the same exercise on our muscles for 50 minutes because that would just burn us out, right? Our brain is a muscle. Remember that. Brains are muscles. So that muscle needs to rest, reactivate, rest, reactivate. That's what we do. And so that's what each of our apps does. It makes the learning lesson shorter, keep you engaged, walk away. Shorter, keep engaged, walk away. You know, my doctoral dissertation was on virtual learning. And I'll tell you what, that virtual learning, it wasn't the virtual learning that was hard. It was actually the jumping back and forth from in-school learning or in-class learning or being in person and then jumping on video and going back and forth. So I want you to know that just the virtual learning is actually, as long as we stay there and we are keeping engagement up, that's great. Now, gaming, the AR part of this, the augmented reality, as a reminder, that increases the engagement by it changes their attitude towards learning. They look forward to it. They want to do more. They want to be more focused. And actually, they can focus for that longer than 6 to 9 minutes, as long as the lesson is keeping them engaged. And games, the best thing about the gaming apps is one, is they love them. And even in the classrooms, they love them. But especially online and in our app stores, we see the learning and the engagement go on longer. And the reason that is because they're done in a way that keeps them engaged and keeps them challenged. But the best thing about them is that they reinforce that failure is neither an outcome or a result, but it's that they need to learn more. So don't worry about the not spending a lot of time on one thing that's intended. Don't worry about jumping back and forth because we've planned those lessons with plans. The virtual learning, as long as we're staying there and we're keeping them engaged, that's the number one goal. So have a great day, all right?